Hello, my name is Judith. I live in Henley and I'm in my garden. I do like the garden, but I do have a few problems with it. This big tree here keeps dropping leaves and twigs, making the place look really, really messy. So my husband doesn't know anything about this. We had a honeymoon in August, so we're newly married. We loved Italy, we love that sort of Tuscan feel, and we'd like to recreate this in our garden. My husband knows nothing about it. I'd like to surprise him this evening. So please, Garden ER, help me.
Judith, hello. Hello. We are from Garden ER.
Oh, thank you for coming.
We got your plea. I'm Katrina.
Hi.
This is Nick,
Hello.
Adam, and
Hello.
Sven.
Hi there. Hello there. Hi.
And quite frankly, we don't think there's a lot wrong with this garden. This is just cosmetic, isn't it?
This is cosmetic.
This is cosmetic surgery. It's a pure operation in vanity. You've been to Tuscany? Loved it?
You loved it.
And you want to bring a bit of Tuscany to Henley?
Indeed we do.
Sven, I think you're sort of overseeing the operation today.
It's me today.
So, in your role as leading plastic surgeon to gardens, what will you be doing?
We're going to do a bit of a pergola maybe up here, nice little water feature, some nice Tuscan style pots, and we'll see what else happens.
So it's just nip and a tuck.
Exactly.
Bit of a transplant. Whoosh, Dolly, call it happiness.
Lovely.
Fantastic. OK, you've got a lot to do.
We have.
Even though, we must say, to start off with, there's not a lot wrong with it. This is gilding the lily, really, isn't it?
It is.
So you get started, organise the lads. I want you to show me pictures of the honeymoon.
OK.
OK. So, what's happening? Right, I think we're going to have the pergola up here. Adam, I think you're going to be up in that corner. Nice little water feature.
What do I need?
Pot and pebbles.
Pot and
Couldn't
pebbles.
be simpler.
Lovely.
We've got some terracotta tiles in the van. We'll go and get them out and we'll replace some of the slabs.
Today's designer is Sven Wombwell. The patient is the Tuscan garden in Henley-on-Thames. Sven's diagnosis is a complete facelift for a dull, boring garden. Treatment is to construct a pergola, build a water feature, and introduce terracotta pots for a Tuscan theme. Judith's garden needs rejuvenation and a facelift. Sven plans to create a Tuscan feel by framing the garden with a pergola, over which will grow a vine. A simple terracotta pot and pebbles will be the elements for a water feature. Terracotta tiles will complete the Mediterranean theme. As Nick lifts a few of the existing slabs to make way for the terracotta tiles, Sven starts work on the pergola.
This is our pergola. Pergola. And it's going to come in here in this middle section. 2 uproots either side, cross beams. Beautiful. I think we've got a 50-year-old, what's it called, grapevine that we're going to stick on top of it, which is going to look wicked. Perfect. Perfect. Now I've got to attach it to the wall somehow.
Hello. How are you getting on?
All right.
Taking up some slabs.
Yeah, that's about it so far.
Oh, big deal.
Can you do me a favour?
Yeah, what?
I need some mirrors, please. Probably.
Check your hair.
Yeah,
and your
that's it.
makeup.
Yep.
Yeah. Okay, mirrors. 4 out here, I'm assuming.
Indeed. I need 4 by 3 feet.
4 by 3, 2.
Yeah.
Okay.
Thank you very much. Will that line up over here? Got it.
Yeah, it's metric from that.
Yeah, we'll line that up.
Yeah. I'll do some superb crossbeams if you want.
Some what?
Crossbeams.
Yep.
I'm just preparing, getting ready, cutting them down, the crossbeams, which are going to go over the top of the pergola. We're going to have them overhanging about 8 inches, 20 centimetres if you like. We'll do a nice little detail on the edge, possibly curved, not sure yet. Talk to Sven, the designer.
And so Judith and I go to Henley Glass Centre in search of mirrors. Hi there. Hello. Right, we would like to buy 2 mirrors, please, for a garden, to go outside, obviously. 4 foot by 3 foot, both of them.
Can I just say, I think that might be a little bit too big.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I'm worried it might be a little bit overwhelming in the garden. I just think maybe we should try going down to about 2 by 3.
2 foot by 3 foot?
Yeah.
I'm sure that would be fine, because you're going to have 2 mirrors.
Yeah.
I'm sure Sven will be okay with that. And if you think it's too much, I'm not going to let him force you into having something in your garden you don't want.
Okay, no
Thank
problem.
you.
All right.
Right, work's underway here in sunny Henley. These holes in the ground here, we're going to stick some terracotta tiles in. We've got some nice pots coming in. As I've probably said before, we've got a 50-year-old grapevine that we're going to put in to grow over this pergola that we're building. We've got some mirrors to go down the back that we're going to cut an arch in the top with, to frame it, just to give it that sort of Tuscan feel. And eventually, Adam's going to start building his water feature up there. Don't know how long it's going to take him, but he's notoriously slow.
Nick cements in the upright posts for the pergola. And Adam shapes the crossbeams. But will they fit? Yes, they do. Perfectly.
Adam, we need someone tall.
We're going to find
Do you know anyone?
anyone? Well, I'm a pole.
Oh yeah, get it in there.
Yeah, hurry up. Oh, just hold that.
I'm a pole, I guess. Yeah.
Oh, crikey, I can't reach.
Do you want me to reach, Sven, as well?
Aha! I like your style.
Yeehaw!
Here you go.
I'm just constructing some cross pieces for the pergola. I need to cut out sections so that when I put these beams onto the pergola, they'll sit nice and flush together. I've now cut them, so what I need to do now is chisel them. Somebody's nicked the wooden mallet, so I've got a rubber mallet instead.
We are trying to create a Tuscan feel in this garden, but the weather is anything but Tuscan.
Looks like it's absolutely gonna... Was it snow? Sleet? It can't be snow. It's snowing. Can you believe that?
Something as simple as using a chisel. Probably notice how there's a beveled side to it. When you're putting it on the timber, you don't want to have it this way with the flat side facing the area you want to cut out. You want to have it the other way. If you do it this way, you'll cut into the timber. So have it this way and you'll get a nice clean cut. You should really be using a wooden mallet, but I've lost it, so I'm using this for now.
The pergola is beginning to take shape, and not even the weather can dull the team's spirits. This is what Judith's garden in Henley looked like this morning before we arrived. The Garden ER team plans to build a pergola and plant a vine to grow over it, place a mirror on the wall to open up the garden, and install a terracotta water feature to introduce a Tuscan feel to the garden.
The bed that I'm working on at the moment will be the main focal point from the kitchen. I'm just digging out this berberis over here because it's basically growing towards the light. Just a little tip when you're buying plants, read the label. If it's in the wrong place, then it won't be happy and you'll have problems like this. So it's coming out.
The next step is to make a simple curved frame for the mirror out of external marine ply.
What about this for a 50-year-old twig then, Sven? Sorry? 50-year-old twig. It's beautiful, isn't it? Not bad, is it? It's bloody heavy.
Sven is keeping the planting scheme simple with a variety of herbs and striking but easy to maintain plants. Judith is planning the garden as a surprise for her husband Christopher, who's not due back for a while. But sometimes things don't go quite according to plan.
Oh, I thought by 4 o'clock you'd have been out the door. 10 past 4 you'd have been out the door. Oh well. We've got a plan in action now. Plan Operation B. Rummer now, yeah. Thanks a lot, John. Really appreciate that. Cheers. Bye. Bye-bye. He's on his way now, but the girl across the road with 2 little boys has phoned and said, I've got a problem. Could you look after the kids? I've got to catch an emergency prescription.
So he's going to go straight
He's
to
going
her.
to go straight there. So we can't go out now. We've got to... Well, in the next 10 minutes, he'll be in the vicinity, I reckon.
Right, so we need to let the boys know that mustn't use the front door.
Use the front door.
Okay. Hello, everyone, attention for a minute. Everyone, Adam. Yep. Hi, just listen. We have managed to stall Christopher, Judith's husband, very, very briefly, but it is absolutely imperative none of you use the front door. Carry on.
Ring a ring of roses. A tissue.
Adam's water feature is beautiful in its simplicity. A terracotta pot with a pump in it, lying on a bed of pebbles for the water to trickle over.
This eucalyptus has really taken over this garden. I'm just going to take a few limbs off to get some more light onto these plants that I'm about to put in.
Sven, it's gone half full.
And how long have we got?
No time at all.
Better carry on then.
Better hurry.
I've just hit an unforeseen problem. I've come across a pipe running right through this flower bed where I wanted to put this pencil cypress here. I can't put it there now, it will just split the pipe, so instead I'm going for these silver thymes, which will form a lovely carpet, be great for cooking, lots of fragrance, and I think will be just as nice. We can always put this somewhere else, but for now, these thymes will have to do here.
Come on, Sven, how long?
20 minutes.
20 minutes. That's got to be a real 20 minutes.
We'll plant this, tidy up.
Because at the moment we've got Christopher at your neighbour's over the road.
Babysitting.
Thinking that he's got to do emergency babysitting. The web of lies, especially as they're newlyweds, is horrifying.
It looks fantastic.
How much longer can we hold Christopher off?
Another 20 minutes, I reckon.
Right,
yeah.
he's a dutiful
20 minutes,
babysitter.
half an hour, yeah.
Because now we've
yeah.
involved Gillian,
Yes.
Judith's neighbour in all of this. She says she's gone to collect, this is awful, we're involving the children as well. She says she's gone to get a prescription for one of the kids. Christopher has come straight from work and gone to hers to help her out because she's in a panic and he's looking after the kids. Meanwhile, Gillian has just popped round the corner to the pub to have a drink and read the newspaper. I feel awful we've involved children in this as well. Still, there you go, that's the wacky world of gardening. Right, we're not holding you up anymore. We're not holding you up. Let's go in and check on the situation with Christopher.
Time to add the finishing touches. And Adam puts his water feature to the test. And it works a treat. As Sven sweeps up, I polish the mirror we've chosen.
No Italian garden would be the same without one of these grapevines here. This particular one is 50 years old and I'm hoping that in time it's going to smother this pergola and even fruit. They won't taste too great in this country, but at least it will give that flavour of Tuscany.
And here it is, the finished result. This is what Judith's garden looked like before we arrived. And this is what it looks like now. The Garden ER team have managed to bring a little bit of Tuscany to Henley. We think Christopher will be amazed with the result.
I don't know. Why don't you just go and have a little look in there? Have a little look in there. I had a little surprise for you today. We've been very busy today while you were at work. Tonight, Christopher, this is your garden.
You had me going with all that about the jump on about the car. I mean, run out of petrol and everything, and I thought it was.
Speak to the camera.
I don't know what to say. Well, I'm totally, absolutely flummoxed. And it's an amazing garden. I thought I had the water. I thought there was a leak or something. Oh no, the first pipe.
Christopher, Good evening.
Yeah.
Thank you for babysitting.
Oh, yeah.
We're from Garden ER, and Judith got us here to rescue your garden, to take it away from Henley and transplant it to Tuscany. So this is what we've done. All those lies.
Yeah. Well,
All those lies. Gillian had
filled.
picked up that prescription earlier this afternoon. It was just one great big porcupine. This is Sven,
Hi.
and this is Adam,
It's all right.
and this is Nick.
Nice to meet you.
And they've all been working furiously hard
Yeah.
on this. And well, we hope you like it.
Yeah, it's amazing.
They're your neighbours up there who
Right.
have been watching
Oh,
furiously as
they've been
everything's
yeah.
going on.
Yeah.
The next thing they'll be able to look in on is you and Judith in a vat squashing your grapes.
Yeah.
So that's 50 years old. So you've got a bit of history. You've got some proper Italian culture. You're cold,
Yeah.
obviously. You're a little bewildered.
Yeah.
But I think maybe a glass of wine
Oh, yes, definitely.
for both of you.
I think the ultimate dupe. I'll never believe anything you say again.
No.
And the front door had been broken.
Oh, did she tell you this? Did you say the front door was broken?
I
I
couldn't
swapped
get in the
shifts
front
today
door.
with my- Did you know all about that? Was that?
Oh yeah, everybody
Yeah.
knew.
I know, the swapping shifts today with your workmate. Was it David?
John.
Yeah.
John, rather.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he did us the favour. You didn't do him a favour at all.
Hey ho, saved a garden, ruined a marriage. Oh, well. I think you'll probably get over it though, won't you?
I'm sure it will.
I think you'll forgive her.
Cheers.
Another satisfied customer, and we're sure that Judith and Christopher will enjoy their Tuscan garden. Join us again soon on Garden ER. Always remember, when you're using power tools, do follow the recommended safety instructions.